I think it's absolutely demonic to relish in somebody's death. I think it's absolutely one of the most evil acts, and it exposes in people a frigidness and a coldness that is unimaginable. You know, if somebody I disagreed with died or was assassinated in a video that we all wish we never saw, I just can't imagine that I would ever have a reaction where I would be rejoicing over that. But I'm also a Christian, and I can't hold people who aren't Christians to a standard that they've not chosen to live up to. But what I would say is it says much more about them than it ever could say about Charlie or anybody else, that you would relish in sadistically the death of a person, not even considering and thinking outside of that death that there are 2 small children without a dad, a wife who is mourning, and tons of people who are impacted by that. So it's incredibly evil. And, you know, how do we engage? And this is the hard part, because I believe as a Christian we're called to love others, even our enemies, even the people who are behaving in that way. So I think showing up and showing love to people who are difficult and doing horrific things, you don't want to be walked all over, and you have to stand your ground and stand by what you believe. But I think it's important that we show up and not return that sort of hatred, that sort of devilish response, right? We don't want to be giving that back to people. What we need to do, and we saw Erica Kirk beautifully do this at that memorial where she stood up and said, "I forgive that man." That is the posture that we need to have when we're met with that.